Okay, welcome, 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 welcome. I want to believe that everyone can hear me loud and clear. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another wonderful section. Welcome to another wonderful section, learning data analysis with Idealnovate Data School. Come on, if you're on YouTube, can I see you put out something there? Come on, let's go, let's go, let's have it. If you're on YouTube right now with us live, put something on the comment. Let's know that you're with us live. Can we do this now? Let's go. Can we do this here? Today is going to be out of this world because of I have a wonderful, I call him my senior colleague, I call him my mentor, right? He's going to be here for the section today. So come on, if you're on this call, come on, just give it on the comment section. Can I see on the comment section? Can I see on the comment section something? Come on, put something on the comment section. Thank you so much. I can see people on the comment section, amazing people. I can see Itoro, I can see Emmanuel, I can see Lawan, I can see Temi, I can see Raji, I can see Guru, I can see Adeyemi. Oh, this is already telling me that we are going to get it going tonight. This is already telling me that we are going to get it going and get it heavy tonight. Is that okay? So come on, everybody, just put on the comment section right now. I can, I will, and I must. Can we do this now? I can, I will, and I must. Can that start coming in? I can, I will, and I must. I can, I will, and I must. I can, I will, and I must. The next voice you're going to hear is the voice of an angel. An angel on earth is the voice that has been our impeccable host on this wonderful boot camp, on this professional learning of data analysis. Thank you so much. Over to you, Miss Ella.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Favor Francis. Please, if you can hear me on the call, can I get it in the comment section? If you can hear me on the call, can I get it on the comment section? All right, thank you so very much. I can see we are ready for today's class. In fact, some people came to the class 30 minutes before the class started. And I'm greeting you specially. Grace, good evening. You're welcome to the class. Amida, you're always right on time too. Good evening. Joshua, a beautiful evening to you too. Amzat, good evening. You're welcome. Emmanuel, yes, it's time already. Good evening, you're welcome. Taiwo, yes, Operation No Man Down. Good evening. Clara, good evening, you're welcome. Gambo, good evening. Bolanle, good evening, you're welcome. Collis, good evening. Ademola, good evening. Precious, good evening. Babalola, good evening, you're welcome to. Black Boy Spirit, good evening. Guru, good evening. Bolale, good evening. Semi, good evening. You're welcome. Mobitek, you're welcome. Good evening. Adeyemi, good evening. You're welcome. Please, as you're joining the live, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel as you are joining the live. And also, I cannot see anybody liking the live, so please make sure you like the live. In fact, make sure you keep liking the live. Please make everybody do it now. And also, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel now. Reformer, good evening. Paul, good evening. Precious, good evening. Say me, the motivation vault. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Okay, so a beautiful evening to everybody. You know, I will always greet from wherever it is you're connecting with us from Nigeria, from anywhere outside Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, the US, the UK, any country you're connecting with us from. I'm wishing you a wonderful evening. So, how are we doing today? I hope we're all doing great. I hope our day went well. I hope it wasn't stressful. I hope we're 100% ready for today's class. If you're ready for today's class, you know how it is. Can I get your favorite emojis in the comment section? If you are ready for today's class, can I get our favorite emojis in the comment section? Let me know if we are excited for today's class, because with the comments I am seeing, I believe everybody is excited. So let me know if I am actually thinking wrongly. I'm actually right about it. So if you are ready for today's class, can I get it in the comment section? Can I get it in the comment section if you are ready for today's class? Oh, Bolale is the only one ready. Bolale wrote, "We are 1000% ready." We are 1000% ready, but I can only get it from you. Okay, I can see one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Just eight people that are ready for today's class. So I don't think the rest of us are ready for today's class. And by the way, as people are joining, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also make sure you keep liking the live. Make sure you keep liking the live. So if you're ready for today's class, can I get your favorite emojis in the comment section? During the induction ceremony, I said we love an interactive session. Me personally, I love an interactive session. As I'm asking us something, we are giving it back to me with the same energy. If you don't know, Miss Ella can talk. I can talk from now till tomorrow. I'm not going to hand over the mic. I can keep on talking and I'm not going to get tired. So, if you know you can hear me on this call and you are ready for today's class, can I get your favorite emojis in the comment section? Can I get your favorite emojis in the comment section? Oh, finally, I think I can see I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. So, you know how we do it. Make sure your glass of refreshment is beside you, your 100% concentration. Make sure you have it right by your side, and zero distractions. So, make sure you also have that zero distraction beside you. Not 100% distraction, but zero distraction. Make sure you have that right beside you, too. So, we are going to go straight into the class. But before we go into the class, let me know how the previous class went. We've done a class, so this is the second session. So let me ask us, how was yesterday's class? How was yesterday's class? Was it a detailed one? Did you learn anything? So let me know how the previous session was. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, today said I am super 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 ready. Oh, Noob said today I brought fresh yo. Please make sure you share the fresh yo to everybody. So the people that are not with their glass of refreshment, so they'll be able to share from it. So let me know how the previous session was. Let me know in the comment section. Lawan said no man down. Okay, no man down. We're following the no man down technique today as well too. So if you are just joining the live, please make sure you keep liking the live. You don't want to get disconnected when the class is already getting interested, like you're already enjoying the class and then everything gets disconnected. I'm sure you don't want that. So please make sure you keep liking the live. Yes, Emmanuel, thank you so much. Day before yesterday. Okay, Gambo said no man down. Okay, Taiwo said it was superb. It was superb. It was superb. Okay, Donald said it was a quick learning. Okay, Divya said day before yesterday class was heavenly. Okay, we are dropping one word adjective for me. Yes, I went to school. We are dropping one word adjective for me, but I want a detailed one. Tell me in detailed how the previous class went. Yes, day before yesterday. So tell me in details, how was the class the day before yesterday's class? Okay, Semi gave me a detailed one. She said it was wonderful, a detailed explanation on data analysis. I was scared it would be hard, but I was shocked. Thank you so much. We are so happy to hear that. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Okay, Daniel said the previous session was superb. Okay, that's good. Colin said yesterday's class was wonderful. Okay. Kende Ojo said ABC. I love this. I love this. I love this comment because during the induction ceremony, I said something like, "We are going to be doing everything we are doing using the ABCD technique, ABCD technique." And just one day into the train, and I can see comments of ABC in the chat box. Thank you so much, Kende, for that amazing one. Ajoku, good evening. You are welcome. Okay, Ogele said the previous class was insightful and fantastic. Okay, insightful and fantastic. Two adjectives in one sentence. That's a detailed one too. Thank you. Destiny said it was interesting. Amida said, I learned how to use an Excel. Amida, let me ask you, what's your knowledge in data analysis? Are you on a newbie level or an amateur level? Do you understand what I'm saying? What's your level of experience in data analysis? Have you learned it somewhere before, or you are a novice about it? Okay. It was, oh, it was slow. I feel we can go faster. There was too much repetition. There is something we follow here at Idealnovate. No man down. No man down. No man down. It is for everybody to get what it is we are doing. That's why we repeat things, so that no matter your level of understanding, you are going to get what the tutor is teaching you. And that is why we keep emphasizing on Operation No Man Down. And I'm glad most of us here are saying the Operation No Man Down is working. In fact, all of us here are saying the Operation No Man Down is working. Okay, Clara said it was superb, loving, and very funny in a good way. In a good way. Okay, that's good to hear. During the induction too, I also said it that Idealnovate is all about the learning in a fun way. I don't know if we can remember, but I'm glad I am getting comments about it too. Teddy said, very detailed and insightful, easy explanation for easy understanding. Easy explanation for easy understanding. Okay, that's good to hear. Thank you so much, Teddy. Itoro said it was easy as ABC. I love the fact that you're also talking about the ABC too. Thank you so much. Gambo said it was so understanding. Amida said it was a detailed explanation on data analysis, and I learned how to format data sets online. Amida, that's good. I can see you're following the class. Actually, I can see you're following the class back to back. That's good to hear. The motivation vault said it was very well explained and easy to assimilate. I even practiced on my own, and I felt as if I have been learning for months. Wow, are you serious? I am tempted to ask you too. What is your level of experience with data analysis? Have you known about it before, or have you been learning somewhere before? So please do well to drop it for me in the comment section. Taiwo said it was great. Another one said it was ABC. That's from Paul. Thank you so much. Confidence said our tutor was detailed and the class was easy to understand and relatable. Amida, you are a novice about it. Wow, that's good to hear. It's good to hear after the first class you are doing amazing things already. But like I said, the previous class was great. Our tutor was so patient with us and made sure no one was left behind. This is the particular comment I was looking for. Like, the tutor made sure no man was left behind. Our Operation No Man Down, that is what we mean. Nobody is going to be left behind. Thank you so much, Bolali, for that amazing one. Emmanuel said, Operation No Man Down. In fact, just like Heini was going to drop that comment, Operation No Man Down indeed. Itera said it was easy as ABC. Okay. Donald said, as a beginner, it was detailed and broken down. I'm loving this. I'm loving these things I'm getting. Gwendy said the teacher was great. Well done, Divine. I don't understand. Is Divine the tutor, or who are you talking about? I am saying well done, Divine. I don't understand again. No. Okay. Caleb said the class was wonderful. Destiny said, oh, okay. I think it was Divine that said he practiced on his own, right? Caleb said the class was wonderful. Destiny said, I am a novice. It was my first time working with Excel and I did very well. Wow, that's so good to hear. Well done, Destiny. Well done. Babalala, okay, I'm ready. Israel said it was easy to understand. Abdulaziz said it was really great. Never learned about it before. Okay, I can see everybody learned something from the previous class. Now that I know we are on the same page, I think we can start today's class. So if you know you can, you will, and you must today, can I get I can, I will, and I must in the comment section? If you know you can, you will, and you must today, can I get I can, I will, and I must in the comment section? I can, I will, and I must. Come on, give me that I energy. I can, I will, and I must. If you are ready for the class today, I can, I will, and I must. And as you're joining the live, please make sure you keep liking the live. Make sure you keep liking the live. And also, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please kindly do that now before the tutor comes on. But I'm going to give us few seconds to do that. So if you've not subscribed to the channel, Kindly do that now, and also keep liking the live. So can I get I can, I will, and I must in the comment section? I can, I will, and I must. I can, I will, and I must. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. So now I'm going to hand over my mic to the tutor for today. Mr. Marvelous, are you ready for us today?
Yes, I am. Good evening, everybody. This is Nigerian time. Good evening, everyone. I'm being motivated by your reaction in the comment section. I can see the energy, I can see the comments, and I'm excited already. Like, I'm super excited to deliver also tonight. We're going to have a lot to celebrate again tonight. So let's have more. I can, I will, and I must. Don't worry, by the next few minutes, you have to start the no man down, and the ABC technique will come. So let's have more. I can, I will, and I must. Thank you so much, Miss Ella. Your voice is angelic. You've actually started the good ground for us to ride on and fly with. I can, I will, and I must. And again, please do ensure you subscribe to the channel. Do ensure you like the live, and do ensure you put a comment in the comment section. All right. Welcome, everybody. Oh, thank you so much. I can somebody saying welcome. Somebody saying good evening. Thank you too. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I can, I will, and I must. Even though I'm the one taking the class tonight, yes, I can, and I still will, and I must. All right, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so I am here to also be your facilitator. Mr. Favor took us on Monday. Mr. Favor Francis took our session on Monday, and it was marvelous. It was my name, literally, marvelous class on Monday. Tonight, we're going to continue with the same vibe and flow in that same regard. No man down. And definitely, even if you're a newbie, you have some experience with Excel, or you've studied analysis for like donkey years, don't worry. Tonight, you're still going to learn from the ABC technique. And by the end of the class tonight, you're going to celebrate. All right, so my name is Marvelous Alabi, and I'll be your co-facilitator for the data analysis class tonight. Welcome, good evening, and let's enjoy ourselves. All right, so what I want you guys to do for me is to say yes in the comment section once you're able to see my screen. I'm going to present something very quick for us to see. And if you can see that, I want you to send yes, I can in the comment section. Not the I can, I will, and I must, but just to confirm that you can see my visuals on my screen. I want you guys to help me with yes, I can in the comment section. We're going to start with a little recap from the previous class, and then we're going to build progressively. Because if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous man do? What can you do? But we want to make sure that the foundation is well laid so that you can build skyscraper, you can build even floating castles on what we are teaching you in Idealnovate data school. Because even though our mantra is I can, I will, and I must, our focus and objective is to let you know that this is where learning is the foundation to innovation. So let's get started. Let me check the comment section. I want to see yes, if you can see my screen. I'm going to zoom in more on that so that we can see it move more clearly. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. Thank you so much. I can see the yeses. The yeses are having it. You know how they do it in the courtroom. Is it the courtroom or the Senate room? They will say the yay and the nay. The yes have it. So the yes actually have it right now. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, so let's just do a little recap, all right, before we start looking at numbers and looking at figures and looking at letters. Can anybody come here and just tell me one thing you remember about data? In the previous class on Monday, everybody did a good job to break down meaning of data analysis, the type of data analysis, progressively to the tools we can for data analysis. Right. To you now, what can you say or what can you tell me data is? I want to that in the comment section. What is data? Or to you, what have you been able to understand from data? You are now a data practitioner. You're now somebody, all right, that is experiencing, processing, using data to make meaningful information. So what is data? I need one or two people to help me here. What is data? Let's have it. Let's have it. Let's have it. So before we start jumping about, we see numbers, you see 74, you see 0, you see 1, you see group B, you see types of data and all, you see sources of data. What is data? This data that we're talking about that is like a gold mine. It's like a raw material for everything we're sharing. What is that data? Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing the comments now. Let me start reading people's answers. Who's telling me the answers? I want more answers. I want to pick your brains right now. I want to see that what you've learned on Monday, you've imbibed them. You've imbibed what you've learned on Monday. So you can now tell people, you can now answer the question what data is, because data is life, literally. It makes sense that way. All right. Thank you so much. I can see answers now. Teddy Sharingam says data is raw information, right? So raw information, it is information, but it is still raw, like a raw material, but it's something that has meaning. Might not be complete meaning, might not make complete sense, but it's intuitive, it's knowledgeable, it's intelligent, it's information. Nice. Somebody said data. Temi Gabriel, thank you so much. Data is a collection of facts, figures, or processed information. All right. So I see things that are true, facts. I gather them together. All right. I see figures, I see unprocessed information together, and I have them in a place. That's data collection of facts, figures, and unprocessed information. Thank you, Temi, again. Right. Aisha also said data is raw information. Olajumoke said data is more than raw facts. It is the ability to capture an event, scenario, etc., and compiling them together. Oh, I love this definition. Olajumoke, precious. You're precious to me. All right. So yes, you're able to like capture an event, a scenario, something that is happening, something that exists, something that is standing before you. You're able to bring all the information around that thing together so that you can make more sense with it once you process the information. Bonali Ogun says data refers to a collection of facts and information that can be used to make decisions. Lawa Gambo said data is collection of information. All right, I see more answers. It stacked information about something, collection of facts, figures, and information that can be analyzed and used to make decisions or derive insights. I think you guys are good to go. There's no need for us to do anything again. Data is enough. You have the knowledge of data. I think we can go home. But no, we're not going home yet. No, we have a lot to like communicate and teach each other tonight. Oh, wow. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Keep it coming, right? Keep it coming. All right. But while you're keeping it coming, let's focus on one of the things we have here. Now we know what data is. We also got to learn that data has sources, the primary source, the secondary source. You yourself sat down or you went into the marketplace and start writing records and start writing figures together. That's the primary source. You went to get the data by yourself, primary. But then let's say somebody went out there, gone to do survey or questionnaire, put the records and numbers together, and then delivered it to you. That is secondary source of data. For example, we giving you this data file that you can see on my screen right now. It's secondary data source. You did not create this data source yourself. You got it from someone else, making it secondary and not primary. Then we talk about data types. We have the numbers, which are numeric. We have the text or words, which are actually ordinary in themselves. So we have the numeric data, and then we have the categorical. The categoricals are the words, group A, group B, group C, bachelor's degree, master's degree, associate's degree. Those are categorical. Then we have the numeric, that's numbers, number 1, 2, 72, 74, 72.667. Those are numeric data type. So let's get into interpreting what this actually means and how this can make more meaning beyond you that you're analyzing data to somebody that is saying it. What I'm saying now is to say, yes, this makes meaning. I can see numbers, I can see text. I am a data analyst. I'm the one that want to process this data. But I think beyond me, somebody else should be able to understand what I have here, right? Without them having to stress themselves too much. Let me think about that well enough. Take a moment. You can take your juice, you can take your fresho. Somebody has fresho, and I'm not seeing my own share of fresho yet, but no wala. So you can take that cup of juice you have with you, that cup of water, if it's that what you have near you, drink it and sip it. Think about it. You are the one that wants to be a data analyst. Your co-workers, your bosses, your managers, your clients, they are not interested in going through the nitty-gritty of understanding numbers, of, like looking at 10,000 rows, a lot of numbers together. It will be too much for them. What they want to see, something that makes meaning, something that makes sense, something that is quick, something that is short, a summary, essentially. Right? Your boss is not interested in seeing 12-page report. He's interested in seeing 1-page report that can give him his answer. Your boss or your client is not interested in seeing 300 pages of report. He's interested in seeing just 10 slides of a PowerPoint presentation, and they understand what's going on with their businesses. That's what we want to do tonight. We want to achieve that, moving from you analyzing data to you being able to show people that you actually know what you're doing. Meaning to go from where data is raw fact or raw information, all right, that you made an attempt to structure in a good way. You want to go beyond structuring your data, right, to presenting it more applicably. So in our last class, right, we're able to move a way forward or a step forward into what it means to be able to make our data make sense to other people. And what that brought us to was what we learned in the last class was formatting your data. A short video was sent to you guys earlier today so that you could watch that video to understand formatting your data even much better. I mean, I have data. I've gathered data together in numbers, in tables, raw information, as you guys call it, collection of event, object, or attributes. As you guys have explained what it means already. But now I want to present it in a more applicable way. I want people to be interested in what I have to show them. And that's where the first step to get that done is to format your data. And have that in the comment section. Format your data. That's the first step you need to take in making people see sense in what you are doing. People are not interested in numbers, essentially. They're not really interested in characters and categorical, numerical. They're not even interested in your source of data. Not really every time. It's only few people that are interested in fact checking your numbers. What they are interested in is that, is there any meaningful information in this thing? Yeah, data is raw information, essentially. But is there any insight in it? Is there any meaning to all these things you're putting together? So the first step in doing that is to format your data. The first step to make it meaningful, both to you and to your audience, is to format your data. So we learned that formatting data enhances the appearance of your data for better readability. All right. Formatting your data enhances the appearance of your data for data readability. All right. Enhancing the appearance of your data for data readability. Now, I just got an idea just now, all right, because I saw somebody's comment or question there. How do you know what you can find out from that data? Right? They give you data, but how do you make meaning out of it? Formatting your data is one of the first steps, as I just said. Essentially, once data is better readable for you, I mean, you yourself can see it clearly. You can understand what is a row, what is a column. You can see that this is a number, this is a text. You can see that, oh, group A is group A, and 72 is a number. From that moment up, your mind start opening to the possibilities of saying, is it possible that group A, have more score than group P? I think it's looking like that. Or you see a column showing gender, and you're like, they always say that male are more smarter than female, or female are smarter than male. Whichever side you are on, I think we should do a little quick vote just right now. Just for the fun of it, guys, for the fun of it. Let's do a quick vote. Let's do a quick vote. If you think female are more smarter, put female in the comment section. If you think male are more smarter, put male in the comment section. We're going to see how formatting your data and how what we are trying to achieve tonight will help you come to a quick understanding of who is smarter and who is not smarter. And basically, what I'm trying to achieve here to say you guys that you can make your data that is raw material, right, or raw information, you can make it better presentable. And when it is better presentable or readable, you can even elevate it more by doing what? By making it appealing to people that want to understand it. The vote is starting. I'm seeing female. 1-1. Oh, yeah, now. Female, of course. Olajumoke, 3 busa for you. Where are the males? The females are having it. Female 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, my God. Females have it. Females have it. I'm serious. Females are having it. In fact, a male is saying female have it here. Okay. Okay, I will not count these votes. I'm not a polling unit officer. I'm not counting these votes, but it looks like the females are having it. All right, so let's see what we learned last class was to be able to format our data. We went from a data that looks somewhat like just rows and columns, just numbers and text somehow, raggedy. We were able to move it to an elevated form that is cleaner, nicer to use and format. Right, so we did formatting in the previous class. And after we're able to format, we didn't stop in formatting. We customized it a little bit. We changed the color, essentially. And then we took it a step further to say, once you have been able to format or make your data more readable, more presentable, you can actually go ahead and sort or filter. Right, so what we're going to do right now is just to do a short, quick recap on filtering, on formatting, a little bit of sorting and filtering. And then we'll kick off one beautiful session tonight. I mean, by the end of this class tonight, you'll be so proud of yourself that you'll call your friends and colleagues outside the country, your family outside the country, and said, just process my visa. I'm coming to come and be data analyst in that country you are in right now. All right, they will be like, what's with you? What was going on? How are you so confident of yourself? He said, I will show you an evidence tonight. I will send it to your DM. Check your DM. I'm sending the picture. I'm sending a screenshot. I'm sending an evidence there that I'm ready to be a data analyst to start working in that big company or in that country out there or somewhere. All right, so that's what we want to achieve tonight. So come with me, everybody. Back to our data. I believe we all now know how to use the Excel online. I believe you all know how to upload a file to use, right? I believe you now know how to navigate ourselves a little bit around Excel online. Practice makes perfection. Take your time, go over all these icons you see, all these features you see, all these ribbon and labels you see, and over time you get better using Excel online or offline, as it were. The interface are similar to both the online and the offline, but for consistency's sake, we are using the online so that everybody will be in tune to that regard. So this data set, we all have this data set or this data set file. And in the last class, we're able to move from all you see on my screen to somewhat looking orangey. I don't know why orange is the color, but yeah, it was looking orangey on a class. And this was your assignment in previous class. You're meant to send your work like this to us so that we could accept your project submission and we can make you qualify for the progress of the elementary class, as it were. So how do I get from black and white like this to colored orange? Or let me even change the color to, let's say, green, right? Or to blue, or to black and white. Essentially, how do I move from no formatting to formatting or to formatted? I was able to enjoy how the session went the other day. And I got to know that there's a quick way to do highlighting. The quick way was for you to go to the first cell you see on my screen. Now that will take me to just explain 1 minute to explain one thing. We have cells and we have range. I mean, we have cell, we have range, right? So a cell is one box that you see on my screen. You can see when I'm highlighting on my screen like this, there's a green rectangle, right? Once I click on another box, another green rectangle shows up. When I click on another box, another green rectangle shows around there. That single rectangle that you see is called a cell. And essentially it's just to say that when you have a row, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, which are called rows. And you can see A, B, C, D, which are actually called columns. Whenever a column meets a row, we call that a cell. So the first cell you see, or the first box where gender is written on my screen right now, is cell A1. And somebody put that in the comment section for me, A1. I know if you want to get A1 in this course of training, that means you want to get a certificate. You want to put in the comment section, A1 or A1 plus if you'll have it, no problem. Just drop A1 in the comment section. Let's see you guys there. If you want A1 in the course of the training, drop A1 there. Drop A1 there. So that's what a column means. A column is where a cell is where a column meets with a row, and that's called a cell. And you can see the name of a cell by looking at it at the name box by the top left corner of your screen. So I have A1. That is where gender is. That means that the one coming below gender, that's the 0 there, is A2. The one coming after it is A3. What if I'm moving to the right side? I have A1 for where gender is. The next one is race, ethnicity, and that is B1 because I'm under column B and row 1. So who are the A1 plus people here in the comment section? All of you know Bugo, Godwin. See as A1 plenty like this. A1 too plenty for this side. All right, nice, very nice, very nice. So this is A1 for you guys. A1, 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 A1. Right, so that's what we call a cell. A cell is just a single intersection of a column and a row, and that's A1 for example. Now, what if I take more than one A? I mean, I choose A1 and I make A1, A2, A3, A4. I'm interested in all gender that I have here. Now, that's what we call a range. The moment you have multiple cells, it's called a range. So a range is a multiple cells together. All right. So interestingly enough, we're told how to, take a lot of cells together, that's ranges, at one go. And the shortcut was for you to hold your control key on your keyboard and then you click A on your keyboard. This is basically means you want to highlight your entire cell. Highlight your entire cell. So all of you that said A1 in the comment section, yeah, you You want me to zoom in a little? Okay, let me zoom in a little more so we can see that clearly. Aha, I've zoomed in a little more. I believe that should be clearer now. Aha, wonderful. So you can see the A1 here. Somebody even said A1 plus plus, but I'm coming back to you. I will come and look at your name and come back to you, Precious. So now we're able to select multiple cell. How do I select multiple cell at once? In fact, how do I select all my data set at once so that I can easily format it and make it look more appealing, more better presentable, and then useful for my analysis as it were? All I have to do is just click on the first cell. The first cell is gender, that's A1. The first cell is gender, that's A1. So if I click on A1, that's gender A1, and I click on Control key on my keyboard. So if you are here with me, you're using a laptop that has a Windows operating system, any laptop, HP, Dell, Lenovo, which other laptops are there? I think those are the laptops that are there. But let me just be with some people. You're using Toshiba, you're using Samsung, you're using all these branded laptops and all these wonderful laptops. What you're looking for is control on your keyboard. That's CTRL. So you click, step A is for you to click on cell A1. That's where you see gender on my screen. Look for it on your own screen, on your own file. Click on that gender. Once you click on that gender, you hold your control key, hold it down. Use your finger to hold it down, and then click on A. Just once. Hold control key down one time, click on A, and that's all you need to do. Once you do that, you will see that your data has been highlighted in green color all over in green. Yeah, exactly. If you're using a MacBook, like a MacBook computer, you can click on Command key. Your own key is Command. Click on Command key and click on A. It will do the same feature. So once you've been able to highlight your data like this is a shortcut for you to highlight your data. Some people that are gurus in using computer, some people like them, they went to school like 5 years in school, 4 years in school, and they got certificates of being able to use computer. All right. So some of them can use their mouse like this and start highlighting manually by themselves. You see, highlight. That's something. Whereas I can easily just click on Control A and highlight everything together by myself. All right, so I'm going to show you guys another trick after I've been able to highlight something like this. Once we're able to highlight this, next thing you want to do is to format this thing to make it better looking. The goal here is to make it look like this. And after we made it look like this, we are going to now do one interesting topic tonight. Something that will make you call your relative, call your siblings, call your friends and families and tell them that, oh, I'm not small, I'm a data analyst already. I'm not small, I have something to show you as evidence already. All right, so after highlighting this data range like this, next thing you want to do is to come to your own menu. Come to your own menu. Come to your own menu. Now, because I've zoomed in on my own screen like this, some of my own features have collapsed together. But you will notice that there is a 3 dots just following everything I have. All right. If you click on that 3 dots, it will bring out more options. If I were to zoom out on my screen, these things will show better. Like if I zoom in like this, I can see everything in one row. But because you guys can see my screen better, I'm going to zoom in more so that you guys can see it even much better. All right, I'm going to zoom in even much more. But what you're looking for is under your own menu. If you keep moving your mouse to the right side of things, you will see an option that says format as table. Format as table. Format as table. And that's what you're looking for, format as table. If your screen is small, like my screen is small like this, just navigate to the right side of your screen. Put your mouse on those icons one by one. One of the icons there is like a plus sign, like a square, but that square has a brush on it. You can click on that to format it as a table, and then you can turn the color to orange, all right, as you want it. If your screen is zoomed out like mine, like it is very big like this, all right, what you want to do is click on your home menu. After clicking on your home menu, you will see 3 dots at the end of your screen. You see a 3 dot at the end of your screen. Click on that 3 dots. Once you click on that 3 dots, you will see it written out format as table. As easy as that. Format as table. So I'm going to highlight my data range again. Control A to highlight everything. After highlighting everything, I'll click on home menu and I'll go and format as table. I'll choose the orange color again so that all of us can be in the same line. Then after I've done that, what will I do is to bring up a pop-up for me saying, do I want to format as table The data for you is in the following range A1 to J1001. Yes, I will leave that my table as header, and I'm going to click on OK because that's the goal and that's the plan. And boom, I have a nice looking data set to work with. Right, let me see the people that were able, this is how to confirm now. I want to see people that actually did their assignments by themselves, or the people that were unable to do the assignments, but now they've been able to follow through and they can do this by themselves. If you're able to format your data by yourself on Monday, by yourself doing the assignment, or just now, just put it in the comment section. I will. You know, we start with I can the other time. And I want to do I will now. Yeah, right. I'm going to do some advanced stuff tonight, don't worry. What we've packaged for you guys, and if it were that you went to a restaurant, you give them your credit card or your debit card, they'll be like, are you sure will not reach the limit of the money in your account? Because it's special delicacies that we've planned out for you guys for the course of the training. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. You guys are, oh my God, where's my applause? I'm clapping for you guys like this. I'm clapping, I'm clapping, I'm clapping. If you see the number of I will, like I see in the comment section, I'm just clapping. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. All right, yeah, done. I see done, I see I will. I see I will, I see I will, I see done. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Ezra. I see the extra to saying done. Okay, Grace is saying I will. Very nice. Aha. Don't worry, we are flowing with I can, I will, and I must, and then no man down. No man down. Don't worry. Yeah, I can, I will, and must, and no man down. So we've been able to come from what our data looks like originally like this. Just some random numbers and figures. We don't know where the borderline is. We don't know which one is what. We just, even though I'm a data analyst, I'm just like, these numbers are just looking somehow. Let me make it better presentable and meaningful. What I did was to do what? I went to cell A1. Once I click on cell A1, I click on Control A on my keyboard to highlight it. After highlighting my data range, I formatted it. Formatting it means I'm changing the appearance of my data to make it better readable. So I will go to the home menu, and under my home menu, I went to format table. Format table is under home menu, and I can see format as table. And you can choose the one that fits the style that you like. So let me do that one more time. Control A to highlight your data range, or better still, step A is for you to go to A1. Step B is for you to click on Control and A to highlight. Step C for you to go to the home menu. And on your home menu, you are looking for format table, which is step D. Step D, now click on format table, and then boom, you have a visual that looks better. Now that you're able to see what this looks like, one of the things that we also asked you to do was to be able to filter, or rather sort your data. You can sort in ascending order or descending order. You want to know the top grade, you want to know you just make it more nicer, more intuitive for people looking at your data to see sense in it, right? Beyond me just saying that I see 0, group B, bachelor's degree, 1, blah, blah, blah. One of the ways we interpret things in life is to use ascending order. We all agree to this thing. In the day they want to beat you back in school those days, and they'll be like, yeah, file out according to your name, or according to your last name, or according to your surname, rather. You know the people that their name is A, they're the one that will chop better king. They will chop king, chop king, chop king, chop king. K1 will break, K2 will break, K3 will break. But me, that my name is starting with Z. Maybe Zainab is on call right now. Zainab will be like, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Because they know that they will not eat good cane. The cane would have broken before they get to them. So you can do ascending order and descending order. It's also part of formatting your data. So we're able to touch a little that on that regard, formatting and sorting and filtering as it were. So how do I sort this data now that I have here already? I've already formatted it. So sorting is now the easiest thing for me to do now that I've sorted my data. I mean, I can choose to sort based on the group. Group A should come on top, group B should follow, group C should go after, group D should go after, blah, 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 blah. So what do I do? Once I formatted my data like this, I would see column 1 is the gender, column 2 is race ethnicity. What I'm expected to do now is to click on, there's an arrow, just an arrow, a nice looking arrow, yeah? All right, if I click on that nice looking arrow, I can see another pop-up. A wonderful pop-up is showing me sort A to Z, sort Z to A, sort by color, custom sort, sheet view, blah, 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 blah. What you want to do is to make sure that column A comes, group A comes on top, B after, C after. So you will do sort according to ascending order, which is A to Z. And once I do that, what I have is that my entire table range has changed. Group A is following each other. All right. After group A, I can see that group B follows through. You see, when group A finished, group B follows. And when group B follows, finishes, I will see group C almost immediately after group B. So I see group B, and then I see C following. And after C has followed, what do I get next? I will see D following through. So let me do that one more time. I'll do Ctrl Z to revert back. And I have my data that is scattered. B, C, B, A, C, B. My head is just bubbling and saying, marvelous, why are you stressing my life like this? Why are you stressing me? Where's the cold water? Why is ice block? But no, I don't want ice block. What I want is to be able to sort my data so I can see it and understand what it's looking like immediately. What do you do in that regard? Format your table first. After you formatted your table, you can now start seeing meaningful things going on in your data. And one of the ways to also make sure you see sense in your data is to format it and then sort or filter. To sort, click on the icon just beside the name of the column, and then you can now choose to sort A to Z or sort Z to A. I'm sorting A to Z, and after sorting A to Z, I can now see sense in my data. There's group A, wonderful. There should be group B too, right? Wonderful. And after group B, I could see group C following through. I can see group C and D and E and all the groups all together. So I see group E is the last group I have here. A, B, C, D, E, F. Sorry, there's no F. All of us are A plus, A plus, A plus. So A to E is what we have in our arrays ethnicity. Interesting stuff, guys. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. So I now know we have group A, and I know we have group B, group C, group D, group E. Now, to answer one of the questions we had before, right? One of the questions we had before, the person asked the question and said, once I get my data, for example, in Excel, how do I even know what I'm doing? How do I know what I'm going ahead to do afterwards? And this is how you start knowing the things you look for. The moment your data is formatted, the moment you can now see, you can sort or filter, insights now start coming from you. You can see that if we have group A, group B, group C, group D, and group E, does it not make sense that we want to know which group is performing better? I mean, if I put all of you guys together in groups now, I say, let's have the female. Let me even use this quick example because I know you guys know that maybe male are more smarter or maybe female. We could not see our vote was inconclusive. Inconclusive votes. So because our vote was inconclusive, yeah, I'm just interested. Is it that the female are smarter or the male are smarter? I have gender here already. I have gender male, gender female. Interesting enough, one of the ideas that comes to my mind is to say, oh, if this data set is about grade, I mean, see people score. They score in mathematics, score in, what other scores we have there? Score in reading, score in writing, and their total score. Does it not make sense that if I know that a male score 100 over 100 and a female score, let's say 90, does it not tell me that we have smarter male than smarter female? Or let me reverse it. Let's say in mathematics, female score 99 and male score 72. Does it not mean that female actually are math gurus than male are math gurus? So you start seeing that once your data is presented, once your data is formatted, once your data has order to it, all right, you start seeing sense, you start seeing logic, you start seeing an approach to understand your data even much more better. And that's how data analysis progressively continues. So what you want to do is that you got the data set from somebody, format it first. After you formatted it, you can now know the next step to take. All right. The next step you want to take could be, let me do what we'll do tonight in class. I don't want to preempt you guys. I want to give you guys time to process this idea. You need to be a critical thinker as a data analyst. You want to use your mind. You want to make your mind work. So after you've had data, you are now looking at that data. Things should be picking up and summing up in your mind. I mean, ideas should start coming. What should you compare with what? Should I compare gender and math score to know that maybe female do better in math than male? What if I compare writing score? I think female actually writes better than male. But guys, if you are here with me and you support this claim, I wanted to claim that female actually writes more than guys, because you guys be like, oh, more people that write books are male, female and all. But let me put it in this way. The people that write love letter more, are they not male? Using that idea, would it not be better to say male have better writing skills than female? If you agree with me in the comment section, say I agree. That male are better writers. I mean, now guy they always write love letter now. Abi now. Who writes love letter most? Guys too. Guys do write love letter more. So you're looking at how gender and writing score make sense. Right? You're looking at how gender and math score make sense. You're looking at how reading score and gender make sense. Then we have race and ethnicity there. You're looking at which group or which ethnicity is better in writing, is better in mathematics, is better in so. You're looking at another criteria there. You see parental level of education. Does it mean that my parents are university graduates? I will score more? Or does it mean my parents are bachelor's degree holder? I will score more. If my parents had some college or some high school education, will I score more? Right? My parents were not able to go to school at all. Does that affect my own performance as an individual? By the way, me, I'm still on this regard. Men are better writers than female. Now with the right love letter, Sha. Thank you. Akin will miss with me. Akin to talk about Pearl choose to disagree. Pearl now, come on, Pearl, don't do that to me. Meekness too did not agree. Bolanly did not agree too. But it is true, Sha. My own is back with facts. Guys write love letter more than girls too, or more than ladies too. All right. So let's go back to data analysis. So we've been able to format our data. We've been able to see how sorting looks like and how interesting it is. Another step we can do to start understanding our data better is to filter. As you can filter also, filtering also makes sense in this regard. Sorting means you are arranging data in ascending or descending order. Filtering means you are displaying only data that meets a specific criteria. So if I'm only interested in, let's say, group A, I don't want to see group A, or let me use group B for now. I already want to see group B. Group A disappear. Group C butter. Group D out. Group D, F, and everything disappear. I only want to see group B alone. If I want to see group B alone and focus on group B and focus on group B, what do? What I have to do is to filter out every other thing and make sure it's only B that is remaining. So how do I do that? Go back to your data set. The same place where you just filtered your data or sorted your data right now in ascending order or descending order, what you can do is to just come below that place and you can now see text filter, you see a search box, and you see group A, B, C, D, E. You see them all checked. All of them having a mark sign, a check sign means all of them are going to appear. If I uncheck all of them and I choose only B, if I choose to check only B, that means all I want to see is B. I don't want to see A, C, D, and E. All of them disappear. I don't want to see B. What do I do? Click on B here and click on apply. The moment I click on apply, something happens to my data. I think it becomes smaller or something is shrinking and disappearing. I just don't understand. But I think if I scroll, everything has disappeared though. I'm only seeing B. Oh. Guys, see, there's nothing following again and there's nothing before B. So I'm only seeing B. So I think I can just look at B and be intentional about understanding what is going on with group B. Group B, which is ethnicity or race, could actually mean maybe Africans or Black. And then group A could mean Americans. Group C could mean Caucasians. Group D could mean A. What ethnicity or what race would be group D? Interesting. E could mean Europeans, but what's D? That's your assignment number 1. What is group D? If A is American, B is Black, C is Caucasian, E is Europeans. What does group or race D stand for? That's your assignment number 1. So anyway, I'm able to filter now to see I only have group B showing. So if I were to clear my filter, everything will come back. And I'm saying this time around, I only want to see Black records. I'll click on A, that icon there. I will uncheck all these boxes and I only check box B. And I will apply D. And if you have the answer for us, drop it in the comment section. What does group D would mean? If A is America, B is Black, C is Caucasian, E is European, what would group D? Which race would that be? Let's do violence tonight. Violence is allowed. So I'm selecting everything again. I'm clicking apply. Everything shows. What if I'm interested in seeing the people that their parents actually, only finished high school like this their parent did not finish high school. That would be some high school. All right. I can unselect everything and choose high school, which means they finished high school, and then some high school, maybe they dropped out in SS2 or something like that. If I click on apply here, only these information are the people that their parents went to high school or some high school that you see. So filtering also help you have intelligent conversation with your data and start making sense to you. All right, start making sense to you. I'm liking somebody here. Somebody said Denmark. He said Group D stands for Denmark. Oh yeah, now. Sketchy Donald said stands for double race, mixed people. Akinwumi said Dubai. So Group D stands for Dubai. How do you call Dubai people? Is it Arabia? We call them or Dubaians? Arabia or Dubaians? All right, interesting stuff. Yeah. I'm liking the comments in the comment section. All right, wonderful. So that's the first approach you take in understanding and making your data meaningful, analyzing your data. You get your data, you format it. After formatting, you can now start doing minute analysis. The analysis could be to look at the numbers, know how many rows and record you have, and etc. Now, I have a comment in the comment section I want to read. It's going to help all of you guys, so please listen very well. The person said, can I also, maybe if the client might provide objective on what to achieve exactly, like here's the data and here's my objective. Use the data to explain it and derive meaningful form from it. Am I right, sir? Yes. If I were to ask all of us to applaud Joshua now, please let me applaud Joshua. This is how it is in a proper system. I mean, if your goal is what for, you did market research and you gave me data and you said, I want to know if my brand A is better than my brand B. Use this data to interpret it for me. So for people now, for companies like, let's say, Coca-Cola or Pepsi, I think Coca-Cola is the one bottling Pepsi or something like that. Yeah. Just imagine it this way. They have Coca-Cola, they are also making Fanta. One of the way for them to know which of their brand is doing better, is it Coke or is it Fanta, is that they will ask you, they will give you data and said, 10 people came to the supermarket to buy soft drink, and 6 of them bought Coke, 4 of them bought Fanta. They will give you that data set. They will not say, our objective is to know that which of our drinks sell more. So that's a simple objective. They now give you record or data set to say, look at the data set. From the data set, can you interpret or tell us which of our product is selling more? It is simple as straightforward like that. You can be given an objective, and that objective will guide how you analyze your data. So essentially, yes, you are given data, and then you use that data to interpret your analysis or to interpret what your analytic approach will look like. So yeah, please let me applaud that man, because yes, definitely, that's a good question to ask. So now, guys, we've been able to see we have sorting, filtering, and what we want to jump in tonight is data visualization. Data visualization. If you are ready for data visualization, I mean, you are ready to say, I want to go beyond formatting my data. I want to go beyond, sorting and filtering. I want to go ahead and being able to do what? Present my visuals. I want to make it make sense. I want people to be able to see it and understand that, yes, this is what is going on with this data. I mean, the other time you guys were voting to say female are smarter, male are smarter, we can figure it out by just showing you a visual. A simple visual will convince you of what gender is better than the other, or what gender is smarter than the other. So if you are ready for data visualization, can I have I must in the comment section? I must in the comment section. If you choose, you can put data viz, V-I-Z, or put I must in the comment section. We are gradually moving together. I can, I will, I must, and then we have no man down. So please put I must in the comment section. Let's make this class make much more sense to us. You are going beyond formatting data. You are going beyond visualize. You want to visualize data now to make it make sense to you and to your fellow. So who is helping me in the comment section there? I must, I must, I must, I must, I must, I must, I must. Okay, okay, okay. Let's have it. Let's have it. It's like balloon the hall. I don't want to drop balloon the hall joke for us right now, so that some of our people will not fight me. They know themselves. Oh yeah, no. Aminat, if you ask your question again, I can help. Objectives like KPI. Yes, Aminat Abu, definitely. Objective like KPI. I'm going to show you guys an example of what objective will look like or what insight will look like. And now you can now use data to interpret that visual or that insight. That's what we want to achieve tonight, basically. So I'm saying you cannot have visuals without having something you want to show for it. We want to understand the background that we want to build on. So yeah, Aminat Abu, thank you so much for asking that question. Objectives are actually KPI. KPI stands for key performance indicators or key performance index. Key performance indicator index. So if, for example, your KPI, if you have a store, you are into selling something, your KPI is profits. You're saying my objective is to make profit. So my KPI is profit. So if you have data of all the sales you've made, all the things people have bought and sold and all, etc. You can use data to understand if you're making profit or you're making loss. You will do balance sheet. Balance sheet is basically you figuring out if you made profit or you made loss. All right. And that's a KPI. So yeah, that makes more sense like that. All these people talking about love letters still here, but no comments, yeah. All right, guys, let's get into these visuals. So what I have is that we can actually do data visualization in Excel also. You don't have to look for advanced tool or paid tools or paid application like that. Excel has powerful tools for data visualization, and we're going to get it together tonight. So pivot table in Excel is a tool used to summarize data by organizing and analyzing it, all without changing the original set. This is looking like too much grammar for me. So let me go back a little bit. Let me go back to saying, what is data visualization? What's data visualization? What's data visualization? How do I make it make sense? All right, what is data visualization? From the word data, we know what data is. The word next for you to understand is visual. So visual means picture. Visual means images. Visual means what I can see. All right. Now, looking at what we have here on my screen right now, this is a column chart, what we used to call bar chart back in school in those days. Column charts, bar charts, they mean the same thing, they interpret the same thing. What you can see on my screen right now is a chart. I have data somewhere, but instead of me having this data looking like this, I converted numbers and text into picture, into graph, into something that my eyes can see, and immediately my eyes can see it, my mind can understand it. You know that song now? My eyes have seen the glory of the Lord. It's like literally saying my eyes have seen it and I understand it immediately without stress, without wahala, without you having to bring cold ice block and put it on your head. You know, sometimes when you're going through life, right, it's better not to go and start telling everybody about on social media. Just go and on your shower, put your head on that shower, right, and sing your favorite song, or if it is prayer that you can pray, just pray, put your head on that shower, and over time you feel better. So there are times you're working with data, you don't want to go and put your head in that shower. What you want to do is just to look at your data and understand what's looking like. Now, I have a quick question for you guys in the comment section. I have number of students, I have period. Based on what you can see on my screen right now, based on all these colorful charts and all this bar, everything showing on my screen, which period has more students? Or which period have more students? You can see it, no further question, no interpretation, no back story, no adjuster, no super story. Looking at what you see on my screen, which period has more students? Can I add that in the comment section? Quickly. We are also going to start creating something that looks like this tonight using that data set that we have. Oh my God, I don't want to start reading people's comments because if I start reading now, all of us will start laughing. We start laughing though. Exactly. All right, very nice. You guys are already getting the gist. So this is what data visualization helps you to do. All right, you won't have to stress yourself too much. You can just look at the chart, and the moment you look at the chart, you would understand it. You yourself will sit down and say, "Oh, marvelous! I think I'm getting what it's looking like already. I think I see that period 4 make more sense to be the one that have the highest number of students." And so this is data visualization for you. It helps you present data or insight or information in a pictorial way. I mean, pictorial, visual way. Things that your eyes can see and understand. There's a note I always add into my notes, and I will say, a picture tells 1,000 stories. And it's true. Female that are claim that they write more. Yeah, you use it in your stories too and your articles. Like picture tell 1,000 stories. So if you're writing it, you are viewing a blog post, they'll put a picture in the blog post. You're reading a newsletter, they'll put a picture in the newsletter. You are reading newspaper, you see a picture on newspaper. You're reading, they are announcing votes or election count or something. They'll put a picture there so that you can see what is going on in that regard. This is what we call data visualization, and that's what it does for us. It makes us interpret data easily. It helps us to present data in a pictorial format. Data visualization helps us present data in a pictorial format. It helps you present data or information or insight in a pictorial format. I get to see with my eyes what this data is saying. I get to see with my eyes what data is telling. I get to see with my eyes what data is informing. I get to see with my eyes what data is describing. I get to see with my eyes what data is interpreting to me. Data for data visualization. So this is the goal of what we're trying to achieve tonight, data visualization. And how do I come from my numbers? I mean, how do I come from these numbers? Group A, gender 10, association degree, math score, reading score, writing score, etc. How do I come from all this that you see on my screen to a visual that looks like this? How do I approach that? What we do in Excel is to transform our data to a pivot table. You know, formatted as a table, we go from formatted table to a pivot table and to a pivot chart. I only need 10 people to get that in the comment section. I only need 10 people to get that in the comment section. From formatted table to pivot chart. Please drop it in the comment section. Formatted table to pivot chart. And that's the goal together tonight. Only 10 people. I only need 10 people to tell me that they got that. Formatted table, pivot table to pivot chart. So let's get started. Let's get rolling. Let's get moving. Let's get started. Let's get it moving. Let's get it on. Oh, thank you so much, Rita. Rita dropped in the comment section that data visualization helps present data in pictorial format. Exactly. Yeah, Olumide, thank you so much. Pictorial presentation of data. Now, thank you, Olumide Taiwo. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you so much, guys. Let's get into it. All right, so the goal right now tonight is to be able to convert our data into pivot tables. And pivot tables are actually the tool you have in Excel that can help you summarize large data into smaller numbers. I mean, in our data, we have 1,000 rows there. How do I compress that 1,000 rows so that all I see is just 4 rows, and the 4 rows makes sense to me? All I see is just 2 rows, and those 2 rows make sense to me. All I see is just, let's say, 6 rows, and those rows make sense to me. That's pivot table for you. It helps you summarize large data into smaller rows, right? And once I'm able to convert tables, what I want to do next is to convert my tables into charts. And we're going to get back to that shortly. So I'm able to say, summarize my table into smaller rows or smaller columns. How do I summarize them? I will use the pivot table in Excel. So guys, let's get started. Let's get the party started. So what you want to do for me, guys, is to say, go back to Excel. Every one of you, go back to Excel. Once you're in Excel, the first step you want to take is to make sure that you are inside your table. I mean, your mouse is inside a cell in your table. You can go ahead and do Control A if you want, no problem. You can just click on A1, no problem. But make sure that you are inside your table. You are inside your table. You are inside the table. Any cell inside your table works for me. Once you have done that and you've actually selected any cell inside your table, the next thing you want to do is go to Insert. If you look at my ribbon on top of my screen, I have File, Home, Insert, Share, Page Layout. I believe you guys can see my green mouse. It should be green now. The mouse should be green. Or maybe it is the land is green. It's green for me. The land is green. It's green for me. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So what you do is after making sure your data is inside your mouse inside a cell, or you've highlighted the data, either one you choose, but make sure you are already on your table. You go to the insert menu. And on the insert menu, the first thing you guys see is pivot table. You cannot tell me you cannot see pivot table. The pivot table is just there. It is there. It is there. Click on insert. On insert, the first thing you see is the pivot table. So you click on pivot table. Aha. And this is where the story starts telling itself. The story starts telling itself. The story starts telling itself. All right. The story starts telling itself from here. We click on highlight my data range, or click on insert inside my data. You click on insert, and on insert you see pivot table. Aha. You see pivot table. Once you click on that pivot table, it will pop up a new screen for you, and that new window is called create pivot table. All the stories there is that you choose data that you want to analyze, select a table or a range. Don't believe I told you guys what a range means. A range is multiple cell, like 2, 3, 4, 500, 1,000 rows or 1,000 cells. That's called a range. And it says after you selected where your data table is, you want to choose where that pivot table report will be placed. In a new worksheet, in an existing worksheet, in a location, okay, cancel. All right, so let me start all over again. I have my data formatted like this. All right, so for me, I have two. I always make a duplicate. It is advisable for you to always make a duplicate of your sheet so that if a mistake happens to one of them, you can revert back to the second one for correction. So this is a standard procedure in data analysis, standard procedure in doing any data work. Make a copy of your data set available. Right? If you have a downloaded version, no problem. But make sure there's a copy of your file so that you don't make a mistake in that regard. If you need a copy, go back to Telegram, go and download another copy, fresh from the oven, so that can be good. So back to my data range, I am going to do Control A. I'll go to the insert menu. I'll click on pivot table. Once I click on pivot table, it will already click on the name of my table. So the name of my table is table 2. How am I sure that my table is table 2? Let me click on my table again. Under my menu bar here, where I have file, home, insert, share, page layout, formula, data, review, view, help, draw. Once I click inside the table, I can see another new one in color green called table design. And inside table design, I can see the name of my table just appearing just nicely by the left side of my table here. You can choose to rename it. I don't recommend you rename it for now. It's just one table you have here. If you have multiple tables, you can rename them to befit what they mean. For now, leave it as it is. Your own can be table 1, your own can be table 3, your own can be table 4, depending on how much you have worked on that table. If it is the same one you use for your assignment that you are using right now, it could be table 16 itself. But make sure that you are using the table that is right. And once you have that table that is right, you click on it. You go to the insert menu, step 2, step 3, click on pivot table. Step 4, click on OK. So you have create pivot table. Table or range is table 2. Where should it create the pivot table? You have new worksheet. I want to click on OK. Now, before I go ahead, if you have what I have on my screen, you can see a new workspace. There's no data there. All you can see is pivot table fields, pivot table 2, pivot table field, and that pivot table on your screen. Come to the comment section and say no man down. If you want me to go over this one more time, say go back. I'm waiting for you guys to help me out here. Go back for me to go over it again. No man down if you already got to this screen that I'm on right now. You can now see pivot table showing on your side, no man down. All right. If you want me to go over it one more time, please help me in the comment section and type go back. Aha. I'm waiting. Thank you so much. Joshua, no man down. Teddy, no man down. Oh yeah, now Akilmi, no man down. Olumide, no man down. Nice. No man down. Lajumoke, no man down. Michael, no man down. All right, I'll go back. All right, I can see go back now. No problem. Let me try one more time. I'm going to cancel out this. In fact, I'm going to delete it completely so that we all can see that I'm just going back from scratch. For my data that I formatted right now, what I ask you guys to do, step one or step A, is to make sure that your mouse or your cell is within your table range. And what do I mean by that? I mean to make sure that you are clicking inside a cell in your data range. It could be cell A1, it could be cell E5, it could be cell G10. Just make sure you're inside that table range. Don't go outside. Don't go to a blank screen like this and go and pick something. Don't go and pick Z. Make sure you are picking something inside this table range. Once you have picked something inside this table range, the next thing you want to do is to go to the insert menu. So you are inside the table, and the next thing you want to do so what we are going to do is click on the insert menu. Right, so after you've clicked on a cell inside the data range, the next thing you want to do is go to the insert menu. Under the insert menu, you get to see pivot table. That's the first step you see. Pivot table, pivot table, pivot table, pivot table. Click on pivot table, and then it asks you a question. It says your table or your range is table 2. For me, it's table 2. And I'm saying, depending on how often you have worked on your Excel file, your own could be table 3, table 4, table 5, table 6, table 7. It is how often you have created tables in that Excel file that you use to name it. So leave it as it is. That's why I asked you guys to click on the cell before you click on pivot table, so that it will pick the cell that you are on as the table you want to use. After that, you click on, just click on OK. Excel will do its magic. So I can see no man there in the comment section, and that means we are ready to proceed and move on. By the way, please, we are working with the entire data range. We're not only working with group B only. This is the entire data that we selected. All the sorting and all the filtering has been removed. All right. And then you click on OK. So this is what we call a pivot table. A pivot table, again, help you summarize your data, So I have 1,000 rows of student record. How do I summarize that to make it smaller, right? So I can quickly interpret it, quickly make insight out of it without deleting my data, without formatting, without sorting. I can easily do everything using a pivot table. Now, let me explain what you have on your screen for you guys. You have to the left side of your screen, you see a banner there, a banner that is showing pivot table 1 or pivot table 2 or pivot table 3, something like that. And then inside that banner, you can see some nice pictures to the left side of your screen. To the right side of your screen, you have what we call a pivot table field. And your pivot table field is giving you a summary already. You can see under the pivot table field, you can see gender, you can see race, ethnicity, parent level, lunch, test preparation, math score, reading score, writing score, total score, and A. That is actually average, and we're going to come back to that in a moment of time. And one of the powerful ways that pivot table works is that I love pivot tables. I mean, guys, I love it. The reason is that whatever I do to my original table, pivot table is able to remember it and then update itself. I mean, if I delete my original table, pivot table will delete itself. If I add to my original table, let's say I had a new row, we have 1,000 students there. If I have another set of 500 students and I add them to the bottom of my table, pivot table will sense that I've added a new number of students there and it will automatically update itself. So you want to always use a pivot table because it is automatically updating itself alongside the table. The pivot table now have the left side where you have the pivot table banner, the right side where you have a pivot table field. The pivot table field will show you all the columns in your data set. You have gender, race, ethnicity, etc. under the pivot table fields. And then you have filters. You have rows, you have columns, you have value. These are the most important things you want to see. These pivot table fields, they are very important things you want to pick up. I mean, basically, this is everything I need to use in this regard: filters, rows, columns, and values. So what do I do, guys? Now it's making more sense that I can actually summarize my data by myself. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I mean, what do I do? What do I do? What should I do? Interesting enough for you guys, interesting enough for me. What I can do is to have a list of ideas I want to test out, list of objectives, like somebody said in the comment section earlier before, list of objectives I want to figure out. I mean, yeah, I think it will make sense for me if I were to now start saying, let me compare so. One of our debates today, all right, is to figure out if we're going to be having what is it called? Smarter male or smarter female. So let's figure out if that is going to be true tonight. So I have a list I want to show you guys, and if that list makes sense, yeah, we get to figure out one other thing that we can use in this regard. So guys, I have my pivot table fields, and I have a short list that I want to look at to make it make sense for us together. All right, so I'm going to share another screen. In fact, I was hoping I would type in the comment section, but for clarity's sake and for all of us to see it at the same time, I'm putting it here, practical use case of our pivot table. What we're going to use right now is to say, our pivot table now, we're going to use that to understand these 5 things. To understand these 5 things, we're going to look at gender distribution. I mean, which gender do we have more in our data set? We're going to look at racial ethnicity, which group A, B, C, D, or E actually have better grade on average. We want to look at grade distribution and gender. Is it that we have more smarter female or smarter male? We're going to figure that out together. We're also going to look at if parental education actually affects performance, and if your lunch, if you're able to afford lunch or you're able to eat lunch during the exam period, if that helps to improve your performance as a student. All right, so that's basically what we want to achieve tonight. So guys, let's get started. Let me go back to my Excel screen, and yeah, back to our pivot table. So under my pivot table, I have the left side a banner there, the right side a pivot table field, and I want to use that pivot table field to get insights. We are going to get tables first, and we're going to convert those tables into charts, and it's those charts that you want to show people that you actually use to interpret what's going on with you. So back to what's going on here, my pivot table fields. Looking at my screen, guys, the first thing I want to do right now is to say student gender distribution. So can somebody help me in the comment section and put it there? Student gender distribution. And the goal of us figuring out which gender is more is to say that in our school or in our academic system, do we have more female than male, or do we have more male than female? Essentially, that's basically what student gender distribution means. And this is what analysis means. This is what insight actually means. This is how it means to you to be analyzing data. So in the comment section, let's have it. Student gender distribution. Aha. Thanks so much, guys. Good to go. So let's get it started. So what do I do now? Now I know what I need is to say, I want to count how many gender I have. I mean, how many male I have, how many female I have. Looking at my original data, I think we only have 1 and 0. And so for clarity's sake, 0 refers to the female, 1 refers to the male. 0 for female, 1 for male. 0 for female, 1 for male. 0 for female, and 1 for male. So what we're looking for is to say, how many 1s do we have and how many 0s do we have there? So that means if I have 500 zeros, that means I have 500 female. And if I have 500 1s, that means I have 500 male. So what you want to do is to look at what you have under your pivot table fields. I have all the names of my columns, and I also have filter, rows, column, and values. Filters, rows, column, and value. The filter there is to help you do filtering like we did before when we're doing sorting and filtering. So we're not needing filtering yet. We have row. Row would mean to say row 1, row 2. I think that makes sense. We'll come back to rows. I have column 2. Column will look like column A, column B, column C, the one that is coming downward, the one that is looking like a pillar. All right, the one that is standing upright like a pillar or like a pole. That's column. But is that what I need right now? We'll come back to it also. Then I have value. Value is showing a summation sign. Value is the one that does mathematics for you. I mean, the addition, the subtraction, the average, the count. Value is the one that makes sense. Value is the numeric part. The rows and the column are categorical. You can put text there. You can put all these words inside. But for values, you can only put, or rather, you want to put numbers inside. Why? So that they can help you do aggregation, average, sum, etc., count, and all. What I want you guys to do for me right now is that now that you're on pivot table, the first step for you to do what is to drag gender, and drag gender inside row. Somebody's now asking me, how do I drag? What do you mean drag? Why am I dragging? We are not fighting now. Why am I dragging somebody? Don't drag anybody. It's not fight though. Look to your right, look to your left. There's anybody there? Don't drag their clothes. Me, I'm for peace, no violence. Don't drag anybody's clothes, please. What you want to drag is that gender. That gender is a column. Don't forget, pivot table help us summarize our large table. How do I want to summarize? I want to summarize by saying, let me look at gender. Which gender is more? Is it gender 0 or gender 1? How do I do that? I will come to my pivot table and I will drag gender inside row. How do I drag? You can put your mouse on gender, right? Put your mouse on gender. If you put your mouse on gender, you see your mouse will be showing like a normal pointer icon. You now hold the left side of your mouse, or if you're using a trackpad, you use the left side of your trackpad and then you hold it down, and you now use your trackpad or your mouse to move to the right side. Once you start moving it around, you will see that something is showing like it's holding it up. You see it's changing shape. Your mouse is changing shape, that is holding something, and then you drag it inside rows and you stop. So now you want to what to do? You want to drag gender inside rows. Let me do that one more time for any person here. I can click on remove field and I will drag gender inside row. Once I've dragged gender inside row, I believe you guys can see what's going on the left side of my screen. You can see that the moment I drag gender inside rows, on the left side of my screen, I can see 0, I can see 1, I can see 0, I can see 1, I can see 0, I can see 1, which is actually a summary of my entire table. I mean, look at my table, 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 1. It's not binary now. Why are we doing binary here? But now, the moment I drag gender inside rows, what do I get? I get 0, I get 1. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Can you see pivot table summarizing something for you again? Instead of me having 1,000, instead of me having 1,000 rows here, I'm only seeing just two numbers, 0 and 1. Right? Just 0 and 1. Just 0 and 1. Somebody is asking me, why are we using 0 for female? It is just for interpretation, right? There's no special meaning to it, just for interpretation, please. If you like, you can make 1 female, you can make 0 female. But in this regard, for us to just quickly understand what is going on, let's use 0 for female, 1 for male. All right. All right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. So I have 0, I have 1. And I think we are good to go. The next thing you want to do after dragging gender to row is that you want to drag gender to value. So gender will be under row, gender will also be under value. Gender will be under row, gender will be also under value. Gender will be under row, gender will also be under value. Guys, are you there with me? Are you there with me? Are you there with me, please? Gender under row, gender also under values. If you have done that, where's your I can again? Let's start over again. I can. You drag gender into row and also drag gender into value. Come here and drop I can in the comment section. Definitely no man down. Or I wonder, somebody said done already. That's nice. Somebody said done. Okay, somebody said noted. All right. Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, good question. Somebody said, why are we dragging gender into rows and not to columns? Now, the reason we are dragging gender into rows and not to column is because I can easily understand it by looking at it this way. I mean, if I were to put gender inside column, it will be vertical. I mean, the arrangement will change. Everything will be looking like a pole for me. I won't be able to understand it quickly because everything will be coming down, coming down, coming down. But if I put it on a row, I can see it better, right? So other than you being able to see it better from row and column, that's the only difference between using row and a column in this regard. Other than how you present it or how you see it, there's no difference between row and column for pivot table in this regard. So I would recommend you use row. Why? It's easier for you to see and interpret. Try it out by yourself. Drag gender into column and see how it looks like. Drag gender into row and see how it looks like, and then make your choice afterwards. But please, for the sake of this class, use gender inside rows, use gender inside values. Now, guys, I'm having a concern. My concern is that 0 is showing 0, 1 is showing 482. Drum roll, right? This is the time where we now start pulling each other's trouser out. With this, there's a saying that we used to say back then. I think I learned from Nollywood. They would say, you and I we enter one trouser. The Yoruba people used to say it more, right? That you and I we enter one trouser. I don't understand. You can enter one trouser with one person, but no problem, sure. So let's fix it. Instead of you guys entering my trouser cannot contain all of us. So how do we solve this issue? 0 is showing 0, all right, and 1 is showing 482. The issue is because I'm having sum of gender. Can you guys see it there? This guy went on to go and be adding it together for me. He was now doing 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 to infinity is 0. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 will give you 482. But I don't want to see sum. I'm not doing summation. Right, guys? We're not doing summation here. What we are doing is counting. We want to count. We want to count. We want to count. We're not summing. We're not summing it together. We want to count it. So how do I count? If you come back to your pivot table field, the same place you drag gender into rows and drag gender into column, you will notice that the moment you drag gender into values, when you drag gender into values, this guy popped up and said sum of gender for you. Bro, I did not give you any chance. I did not tell you to do sum for me now. Why are you doing sum for me? It's because Excel is intelligent. Excel sees numbers and Excel start adding up together for you. But that's not what you want. What I want is to count. So I will now tell Excel and say, Excel, bro, don't count for me. You know, we gather there, right? Bro code. Don't count. Don't sum. Let us count. How do I tell Excel to count for me and not to sum for me? What I do is to click on this arrow just beside sum of gender under values here. You see, under pivot table fields, we have values. That's what we drag gender into. And then I have an arrow just beside sum of gender. Click on that arrow. Right, click on that arrow. The moment you click on that arrow, you start seeing some miracle words. I mean, some marvelous statements that you don't even understand, but no, like they're here for you. You have move up, move down, move beginning, move end, move to filter, move to row, move to column, blah, blah, blah. Don't mind those guys. Again, for me, guys, we want to fix this sum of gender. We are not summing it together. We are counting. How many female do we have? How many male do we have? So to count, I will click on the arrow just beside sum of gender under values here, and I will see value field settings. Come on in the comment section, please, for me. In the comment section for me, please. If you can see that value field setting, drop it there. Let me go by it one more time, but if you can see it already, drop it there. Click on it and drop it in the comment section. If you cannot see it yet, don't worry, I'm with you. And once you're able to get this first one, everything flows in that regard. So I have sum of gender. I have sum of gender under my pivot table fields. Under filter, rows, column, values, I have sum of gender. I'm going to click on the arrow just beside sum of gender. There's a drop-down arrow just beside it. If you click on that drop-down arrow, what do you get? You get to see value field settings. Value field setting. I'm putting my mouse on it and I'm moving it around so that you can see the movement of my mouse. Value field settings. Click on value field settings. The moment you click on value field settings, a new window pops up. So I'm waiting for people that can see this now. In the comment section, just help us out that you saw it. Ha ha ha. Somebody said, now you gonna be humble. Oh yeah, now humble. That's interesting. Value field settings. So that is the place where you now change from sum to count. If you can see it, you can see you have sum, right? You have sum, count, average. You know what to choose now. We want to count. We are not summing anything together. Just count it for us. Count it for us. So click on count and then you click on OK. That's simple as that. And then the miracle start happening by itself. Okay, let me do that one more time for my people here that are with me, the only people that wants me to go over it one more time. I have sum of gender here. I don't want to sum anything for me. What I want to have is a count of gender, count of female, count of male. How do I go about that, guys? I will come back to my power table fields. I was the one that used my own hand to drag gender inside rows. I was also the one that used my hand to drag gender inside value. But then Excel now did sum of gender for me. But I'm like, what do you mean sum of gender? Can you add 1 plus 1 together? 1 plus 1 is 1. That's how Adam and Eve is 1. All right. So it's not make sense. So I'm not summing them together. I want to count. I want to count 1 Adam, 1 Eve, and they marry. Not 1 Adam plus 1 Eve equals to 1. No, now. So you're going to click on the drop down arrow that is just beside it. And once you click on drop down arrow that is just beside sum of gender, you have value field settings. Click on value field settings and it pops up for you. And you have so many options: sum, count, average, max, mean, blah, blah, blah. You want to choose count. Count is what makes sense to you. So click on count and click on OK. When I click on count and OK, I guess we have more female than male. Females, I think you guys are winning. If you're a female here, just say I win. If you're a guy here, say I support. Just agree with them. Ha. I've never even said it. People already see the females, eh? They are sending dancing emoji already. Oh my God, that's nice. Very nice. Yeah. I like these ladies already. The ladies are clapping already. Yeah. So you guys can see that if you add 518 females plus 482 male together, you get 1,000 students. All right. See, the guys are supporting you. We know you win, but the guys are supporting you. No wala now. Guys, look, watch out for Olajumoke Precious. She's the one dancing. She's dancing. She's dancing. What's that dancing step? No. Gwen has joined that too. Very nice. So it seems we have more female than male in this record. Okay, we are now. So we have 518 female students, 482 male students. I think it's making more sense. This is a summary of my 1,000. So I mean, 1,000, I don't understand. But now I can understand it better. Out of the 1,000, 518 of them are female, 492 of them are male. Is it making sense for you guys? Like, if it's making sense, just drop a yes in the comment section. If it's making more sense to you, this data set that you have, this thing that looks like, looks like 1,000 rows that I can't even understand. It's making small sense, small sense. If it's making small sense, send yes in the comment section. How is it making more sense to you? You use a pivot table to summarize your gender. Now I know 1,000 students, 518 of them are female, 482 of them are actually male. So it's making sense. Christian said she's my wife. I'm not there. I'm not the one that joined them together. If you are wife, wonderful. We are glad to have you guys join us together. It's marvelous that a couple is on call. But if you guys are not husband and wife and you're calling out your wife, I'm not there. So it's making sense now. 1,000 students, we can break them down into 518 female, 492 male. All right. I'm not the one that joined them together, guys. All right, so back to let's go back to data analysis. So this is making sense. So guys, please rename your sheet 1 to gender distribution. How do you rename a sheet? You see sheet 1 here, right? You can right click on it and you can click on rename. Or you can just double click on that sheet 1 and rename it. Just rename it. If you like, leave it as gender. If you want, you can rename it as gender. Anyone you want works for me. But just make sure that you just want to separate them from another. Once you have been able to get this gender something work out together, I am going to start it all over and I'm going to do it step by step and then we'll go to the next one. If you are able to understand the process already, I think one of the things you can do is to attempt to do it ahead. So if you understand it already, try out the second one. The second one is what? Racial group and grade. Racial group and average grade. Racial group and average grade. Attempt it, but I will show you guys how to do it together in call. So for me and anyone that wants me to go over the gender one again, what I did is to create a pivot table. After creating a pivot table, I dragged my gender inside row and I dragged my gender inside value. So it is gender you are dragging, put your mouse on it and you drag it. After dragging gender into row and into value, what I did next was to click on the sum of gender Under my pivot table fields, I change that from value field settings to from sum, I change it to count, and I will click on OK. The moment I do that now, my data has been summarized for me. Now, if you already gone over ahead of this, the next thing you want to do is go back to your table. Again, everybody, now I know that female has won. They've won. This is 1-0 now. Female 1, male 0. I mean, we have more female students than male students, so that's 1. But we are not sure if the female are smarter yet, though. You might have like a bigger number. Doesn't mean that all of them actually did a very good job. But we'll figure out that in a moment of time. Everybody now come back to your data set. The moment to celebrate is now coming back again. If you're back in your data set or your table, come here again and then go to insert. You know, we created just one pivot table. We want to create another pivot table to make it make sense. Click on insert and click on pivot table again. So this is a new pivot table that we've not used yet before. We are creating a new pivot table to do question number 2. I will click on OK. And the second question we want to achieve right now is to do what? To figure out average grade by racial group. So we're using racial group and we're using grade. Racial group and average grade. Racial group and average grade. Racial group and average grade. So somebody in the comment section, grade by race, grade by racial group, or grade by racial ethnicity. All right, how do I do that? I'll go back to my data set. In my data set, I will click on insert. Under insert, I will click on pivot table. And I'll click on pivot table. I will have a new pivot table to work with like this. So what are the things that I'll put in the row? What will I put in the value? If you are able to get it for me, I don't know what I will give you as gifts, yeah, but share MP in the comment section. I want to do grade by racial ethnicity or grade by racial group. What will I put under row? What will I put under value? Let's see the people that can answer it. Somebody said, if the pivot table disappeared, how do you bring it back? Just click on any part of the pivot table. So wherever you have maybe 0 or 1 or the number, you click on it, the pivot table field settings will show up again. Yeah. Aha. Oh, I'm just going over the comment again. You people are making me laugh, eh? Raji Amida said female 1. She's laughing. Raji Moke Precious is laughing. Destiny is laughing. Oh yeah, now. Guys, maybe you win grade though. If you win grade, then we can do comeback for them. Don't form my hand though, because it is war. It is fight. Aha, very nice. So I have the answer here. Somebody said, I'm putting grade on somewhere, I'm putting racial on somewhere, putting racial ethnicity somewhere, putting somewhere. Okay. I'm not saying necessarily so that we can say it together in class. So guys, come back here. Look at my screen. Look at my screen. So there's somebody beside you, maybe your spouse, your lover, your husband, your wife. Tell them to shift small, just small. They should not leave you. They are motivating you, but tell them to shift small. All right. They are now shifted small. Look at my screen. Looking at my screen, we want to do what? We want to do something very simple and very interesting. What do I want to do? I want to do average grade. All right. I want to do average grade by racial. How do you spell ethnicity? So you want to do racial grade by ethnicity. So this is what we want to quickly achieve right now. We want to figure out which ethnicity, right? Which ethnicity is having the better grade, essentially. We'll still come back to come and do gender. In fact, that will be the last thing we'll do, Seth. We want to know which gender is actually, is doing better grade-wise. All right. Now that we know what we're looking for, under our pivot table, we are dragging our ethnicity under row. Please don't forget this. Ever don't forget this. Don't ever forget this. It is the categorical that you put inside row or column. What are the categorical? The ones that are actually written in text. Group A, Group B, all right? Things like 1 for male, 0 for female. The ones that are written in text. are the ones you put inside rows, essentially. So I'm putting race or ethnicity, I'm dragging it inside row. So I'm able to see A for America, B for Black, C for Caucasians, D for what you guys said D stand for, and E for Europeans. Now you said what D stand for, know me. All right. So we've been able to drag role ethnicity inside row. Now, if what we are looking for is to say, on average, which ethnicity actually do better in maths, I think it has been proven. The world champion in mathematics are actually Chinese people. Chinese, then Black Africans, then Black Americans, then okay, yeah, it's in that regard. Asians first, African next, then Black America. We can use this data set to test self. So we can say which mathematics, based on mathematics score, which ethnicity actually do more or do better. So if I do mathematics, I can drag math score and drag it inside value. So race is in that under row, and the value math score is under value. So basically, I want to know which ethnicity actually perform better based on math score. Again, guys, we are not using sum of math score. Don't use sum. Please don't use sum. Use average. So change your sum of math score to average math score. Yeah, like that. And we get to see which ethnicity actually perform better based on math score. If you have the answer, drop it in the comment section. Which group or which ethnicity group actually perform better in mathematics on average? Let's say we're not interested in mathematics. Let's say what we're interested is in reading score. All right, I can just check reading score here, and I get to see and I get to see if it is reading based on reading, and change reading also to average reading score. And from there, I can know if it is reading, if it is math, anyone, just make sure you're using average. But for now, we're going to change it back to mathematics. So which group? How you guys are getting it already. So it appears it is group E that is doing better on mathematics than any other group. Aha. Yeah. Nice, 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 nice. All right, so let's quickly move back to that. I'm going to remove this and turn it back to mathematics. So what I want you guys to do instead of mathematics, instead of reading or writing, is please use total score. And what do I mean by that? If you have math there already, you click on the same place you use value field settings, you will see remove field. Just use that remove field to remove mathematics, and then you want to put total score there. Put total score there. Once you put total score inside values, put total score inside value. Once you put total score inside value, you want to do what? You want to also change it to average total score. So we are saying, if I were to add, what we're looking for is people that are smart and brilliant. If I were to add your math score, add your reading score, add your writing score together, the three of those scores you got together, if I add it together, right, based on mathematics, reading and writing ability, which ethnicity is doing better? That's what it means now. So please put total score inside values instead. Total score inside value, total score inside value, and then you do average of total score. Don't use sum or use average. Don't use sum, use average. Don't use sum, use average. If you have done that, please drop down in the comment section. Done. No man down, no man down, no man down, no man down. Who's giving us beats? If you have any beats, they just play it for us. Or if you have loop, if you don't have beats, you have loop. Play it for us. No man down, no man down, no man down. Right, so just start doing the comment section if you've done that. So you're using total score and then raise an ethnicity. And what we are doing is to say average total score so that we can know on average. It seems the group E people are winning it every time. Left and right, front and center, group E people are actually winning. No man down. No man down, no man down, no man down, no man down. All right, since we are ready, thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, so now we have two, no, we have one for gender distribution and we have one for grade and ethnicity. So please rename your sheet again also and name it grade by ethnicity or grade by race or racial ethnicity. So I have two sheets now, gender distribution and grade by racial. So guys, please go back to your gender distribution. Let's make it make sense. We want to make it nicer to appeal, to look at, and not to interest us on that regard. Who is there for me? 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 So I have gender and I have race by grade by racial ethnicity. So for gender distribution, come back there. We figure out that we have more female than male. So the female actually have it. Once you click on your pivot table, guys, look at me, please. Look at me. Focus on my screen. I want to turn this into a bar chart. You know, this is the goal. This is what we are trying to achieve. We want to turn this into visuals. So I want to turn this number to visuals. How do I go about it? I'll make sure I'm clicking inside my pivot table. So any cell inside my pivot table, let's say you are clicking on gender here, or 0, or 1, or 518, or 422. Anyway, you're clicking, just make sure you're clicking on this. Once you are making sure that you're clicking on this, the next thing you want to do is to go to your what? Insert. To go to your insert. So I go to my insert, right? I click on any cell here, and I go to insert. I will now start seeing some nice stuff. I see pivot table, form, picture, shapes, checkbox, blah, blah, blah. You can see recommended charts and I can see some wonderful pictures here. Guys, they're looking fine. I mean, looking fine. Looking fine. All right. Now let's test them out. Once I'm inside my pivot table and I go to insert and I see recommended charts, or I can see all these nice icons here. The moment I click on, for example, the column chart, I get a picture showing on my screen. I mean, there's a picture showing on my screen, guys. There's a picture showing on my screen. I literally have a chart to play with. Oh my God. You guys are not getting the gist. Let me do it again. Maybe you guys are not getting the gist already. I mean, I have my gender here, and I went to insert menu. And under insert, I saw some nice shape here under recommended chart. I saw some column chart, some line chart, some scatter plot, some bar chart. I'm like, interesting. Let me click on the first one just for a start. I click on the first one. I want nice bar chart showing on my screen. If you can see that bar chart on your side too, say yes. Just say yes. We're not proposing here. We're not asking each other out, but just say yes. Oh yeah, now Junior, no man down. I like this guy's energy. He said he had network issue, but now he's back. No man down. We did here with you, my bro. Just type yes. I mean, practically, I just click on insert. I saw one nice looking chart, and I click on it. And yeah, something just popped up on my screen, and it's interesting. It's interesting. I mean, it's practically interesting. So let me do it one more time. Let's do the magic one more time. I'm going to delete this guy, and I'm going to say I have my gender here. I click on my gender. Clicking on my gender, what I'm interested in doing is to say, oh my God, go to your insert menu. Under your insert menu, you guys to see some nice looking charts here under recommended charts. I have the bar chart, the column chart, the line chart, etc. I want to just test the waters. To test the water, I'm going to click on the first one. Now the first one is the clustered column chart, and I click on that first one, and boom, the chart pops up on my screen. I can see 0 having a tall column chart, and I can see 1 having a small column chart. Sorry guys, it looks like our bar is small, but the bar for the female is higher. All right. You can even go ahead and say, what if I'm not using bar chart? Let me just use, you say, a pie chart. You know, that one that looks like a pie chart. In fact, there's another one that looks like a donut chart here. And that one looks very interesting for me. This one looks fine. You can see the pink for the female, the purple for the guys, and yeah, makes sense. Oh, it's pink for male and purple for female. Nah. But yeah, just for artistic sake, we're going to keep it. Again, guys, you're inside your pivot table. You go to your insert menu. That's step 2. Step 3, you go and look for the nice chart under recommended chart, all right? And then you pick one of them. So the ones you want to pick is either the bar chart, all right, the bar chart or the donut chart. So click on the first one and then the bar chart. You want to be able to see this, please just come to the comment section and type yes. And we're going to do the same also for grade by ethnicity. Grade by ethnicity is also having the same thing. Come back to grade and ethnicity, click on the cell inside, go to insert menu, and click on the column chart. And boom, you guys can see column E as the highest bar. So what you've been trying to do is to say, from me having a very large, data set like this, I can't even comprehend, I can't even understand what's going on there. I was able to move from a table that looks like this. I was able to summarize it to know that, oh, looking at our gender here, we have more female than male, right? Like this regard. Very interesting stuff. And then I'm able to convert what I see in numbers to a picture. I mean, a graph that people can look at, I've been interested in. I think that's a very good step ahead. I mean, it's a very good step we've been able to achieve together here, right? Right, guys. So please drop down in the comment section. I'm waiting for you guys to type done. Aha. So no man down, no. I like what Olumide was said. Everything is going Siri, where or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, I'm saying yes. All right, so let me go by it one more time, just so that we can have visuals to look at and interpret what's going on. Our 1,000 rows that were in numbers, we've converted it to a summarized table. So we have now how many female do we have, how many male do we have. We get to know which ethnicity or which race have higher score on average. And then we converted what we have there into a picture, a graph that we can all see together. I think pulling this together is making more sense. All right, it's making more sense. It's making more sense, I think. It's making more sense. Let's do one more, guys. Let's do one more. So let's do parental education level and performance. We want to know if your parents maybe finish higher education or maybe they finish university. It will determine if you actually do what? You actually do well in class. So let's do one more. How do I do one more? I go back to my original table. Inside my original table, I will go back to what? To insert. And when I'm inside insert, what do? I will click on pivot table. Under click on pivot table, I will click on new worksheet and I'll check OK. So a new pivot table has been created for me. And I want to now do something. I want to check if my parents' performance or my parents' academic level affects my own grade on total. So again, what do? Inside my pivot table, I will drag my parental level of education. I will drag it inside a row. As simple as that. The moment you drag it inside rows, what do you see? You see associate's degree, bachelor's degree, high school, master's degree, some college, some higher education. Interesting stuff there, guys. Some associate people like that. I think that should be for maybe professors. Then bachelor's is just university first degree. High school is secondary school. Master's degree means after first degree, after bachelor's degree, they went to go and do more education. And then some college means they did not finish, or maybe polytechnic or college of education. And then we have some high school means they did some examination, but maybe they did not finish their high school. You just want to see if these people's parental level of education affects their grade. So you add parental level into rows, and you have to add total score into value. Then again, we are still doing average. Average make sense. So I'm going to change this into average score, and boom. Oh my God. So it seems people that their parents actually have master's degree. It seems those people actually perform well, but I'm not sure yet. I'm seeing all these numbers that they're making my head ache. Eh? Let's turn this into visual too. Click on a cell here, go to insert menu. Under insert menu, you will see recommended chart. Beside recommended chart, you see your bar charts, your column charts, your pie charts, etc. So I'm going to click on the bar chart this time around. I mean, yeah, I have my bar chart, I have my column chart, I have my histogram, etc. So I'm going to just use this nice looking column chart here because I can use it to see the bars. I can see master degree is taller than bachelor, bachelor is taller than associate, associate is taller than some college is taller than some high school is taller than some high school. It's nice. It's really nice. If you are here with me, I have done the 3. Just drop 3 in the comment section. All right? Just drop 3 in the comment section. That means you've done for gender, you've done for race and ethnicity, and then you have also done for parental level of education. Just drop 3 in the comment section. See these people, they're laughing again. Drop 3 in the comment section, Joe. If you have been able to do 3 of them, drop 3 in the comment section. So we have 3 nice looking charts here already. 3 things I can look at, and a picture will tell me 1,000 story. Practically, pictures are telling 1,000 story. Looking at this column chart now, I don't have to, disturb my brain and saying 1,000 rows. Now, how do I make sense of it? A picture can help me understand that based on that 1,000 students that will recorded their information, it happens to be that the ones that their parents have master's degree actually performing better than other ones in the record. And that means in our school, the children who their parents only did high school, they are performing lesser in that regard. So it makes sense, right? Comes to the comment section, you've been able to do the 3: gender distribution, grade by racial ethnicity, and parental level. You've been able to do those 3. Please come to the comment section and type 3 there. Let's see 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. You know that song? If you know that song, 7. 7, 7 is the number. That was one of the adverts we had one time like that. That should be for Glow, I think. If you know Glow Mobile here, you should know what I'm saying. Shino Peter or something like that. Aha, wonderful. I have a lot of 3s here already. So somebody said I'm in number 2. No problem. Take your time. Take your time. You should be in number 3 by now. Just follow the same procedure. Wonderful. 3. Hamzat is on 3. Michael Williams is on 3. Duke is on 3. Blessing is on 3. Musical Notes is on 3. Raulimide Taiwo has done it. Ken Balogun has done it. Koba has done it. Daniel has done it. Pamela Taiwo has done it. Kristen Nelson has done it. Wonderful. Petek has done it. Joshua has done it. Maxwell has done it. Destiny is on it. Still, Deji is on it. Has done it. Miriam has done it. Okay. All right. Lawa Gambo, Lajumake Precious, Destiny Soma, Daniel. Oh my God. Okay, wonderful. You guys are doing well. I mean, you guys are doing super, super well. Now let's do one more magic. I mean, just for artistic, so just so that these things look beautiful and nice. I mean, just for niceness. I'm going to change gender. Gender is also showing column chart like this. I want to change it to like a bar chart. I think a pie chart rather. A pie chart looks nicer. Just looking nicer. I can see the bigger pie belongs to the female and the smaller pie belongs to the male. If you don't like color pink, now you sabi that one, no. But we'll manage it for now. And if I don't want a pie chart, I could just decide to turn into a donut chart. I will leave it as a donut chart like this. The one that has hole on it. If you are craving donut at this night, you are not having good craving, but go and eat solid food. Solid food is good. So let's just manage this shape for now. So I'm changing it to a donut chart. How do I change it? Once you click on your chart, you will see all the shapes also appearing again. You can just click on the one you want to have it like. And the one I want to have it like is this donut chart. And it will appear like that for me. All right. All right. Then this one remains the same. This one remains the same. For my gender distribution, I'm seeing total on top. Can you guys see total? We're not buying fuel now. It's not MRS fuel that I want to buy. So what you want to do for me is to change that total. You want to change it to what this chart is showing us. This chart is showing us gender distribution. So you want to change total to gender distribution. How do I change it? You click on your chart and you put your mouse on total. Once you put your mouse on total, you double click on it. Once you double click on it, it will show you how to rename it. You see edit title, and I can now type gender. Let me just type in the calculator, gender distribution. Student gender distribution, and I'll click on OK. So I get to see our student gender distribution literally. All right. Okay, I will do the same also for race and ethnicity. I have total here, and I don't know why I have total here. So I'm going to change that total filling station to ethnicity, grade by ethnicity. That would be grade or grade, average grade by ethnicity. Yeah, you can add racial ethnicity there if you want. Racial ethnicity. I think it's looking and making more sense now. I will do the same thing for parental level of education too. I mean, change total filling station, change it to average grade by what? Parental level of education. Like this. So it's making more sense, guys. If you are fired up, just drop a fire emoji for me. I mean, don't forget, if you are fired up also, you want to subscribe to this channel, you also want to like this channel. Please help me put it there. Somebody said, the do not chat is eye-catching. Yeah, exactly. It's looking fine. I mean, very fine. Yeah, everything making sense so far. Well done, sir. Well done to you two guys. Yeah. So somebody's having an issue with the parental level of education. So what you can do is that if you in case you're having an issue with it, you can just try to start it all over. I mean, start the new pivot table, create a new pivot table, drag the right things into the right columns, and then try it again. So sometimes if you're having an issue like that, just restart the process again and it will sort that for you. Oh yeah, drop fire now. Drop fire emoji. Where are the fire emojis? Oh yeah, now I think you guys are enjoying this already. Don't worry, it's going to even get much more better. Much more better. I'm saying much more better. What's that? Olumide Taiwo, Onshola Tokidele. Is that what you mean? I don't know what that is, but just drop a fire emoji. Just drop a fire emoji. Oh yeah, now thank you, Olumide. Thank you, Lawa Gambo. Thank you, Kendi Ojo. Thank you, Adija Aladeja Rikeleb. All right. Olajumoke Precious. Wonderful. Keep the fire coming. Keep the fire coming. So while you're bringing the fire, rename these columns, these visuals, student gender by ethnicity, by student gender distribution, grade by racial ethnicity, and then parental level of education, average grade by parental level of education. If you like, right, we could even design this more. But for now, let's just make sure we rename these three charts. Once we have these three charts renamed properly, yeah, I bet we can take our time to make it even nicer. Yeah, some people are not that color pink is not giving for them. They like color black. Some people don't like color purple. They like color yellow. Right. So all these things is something we'll sort. We just click, and we can sort it out. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on. So now we have three wonderful charts. This is called a donut chart. A donut chart is beautiful, very appealing. Somebody said eye-catching itself. That's a donut chart. A donut chart and a pie chart mean the same thing. So there's no need to merry-go-round around what they mean. Right. The second one we have is a column chart. A column chart is what we call a bar chart too. So it means you're using pole, you're using pillar, vertical pillar to show your visuals. And then the parental level also is a column chart. And then we have those things together like that. What we are now going to do right now is to bring these three charts together into one place. And in that one place is what we call a dashboard. Am I taking you guys to where you don't know? Don't worry. Where I'm taking you to, I'm the one driving you there, and I will drive you to the right park. You'll be fine. Drop dashboard in the comment section, guys. What we want to do now is to bring visual 1, visual 2, and visual 3. When we bring three visuals together in one place, what we get is what? A dashboard. And that's one of the assignments we have together to do tonight. We want to bring all these charts into one single place so that I will tell anybody that want to see my work, I will say, see all these 1,000 rows that you see here, I've converted into a picture. And a single picture I'm showing you now will be meaningful to you. You look at my 1,000 rows and then you look at my pie chart, you'll be like, oh, so you mean this 1,000 rows means we have so number of female and so number of male. You mean this 1,000 rows is showing me that students with their parents had master degrees are actually performing well? Oh, you mean looking at these 1,000 rows, I could be able to get and fathom that group E is actually doing better. I mean, group ethnicity E is doing better. So that's what dashboard means for you. Dashboard means a collection of visuals, or a collection of insight, a collection of charts that all communicate the same single information. So drop that show in the comment section. And yeah, we're going to create that in a moment of time. So let's bring all our visuals together into one place, and I will call that a dashboard. So how do I create a dashboard? The first thing you want to do is to create a new blank sheet. How do I create a new blank sheet? I will go to where I have my sheet names, and I'll click on the plus icon that is there. Clicking on the plus icon that I have there, I have a new blank sheet. There's no data here, there's no visual here, there's nothing here at all. Nothing showing here. All right, so what I will do is rename it and name it dashboard. I will name it dashboard, dashboard. Haha, somebody said no man down. Yes, no man down. I mean, literally no man down. No man down. We are getting to where it's sweet, very sweet. Sweet like, what they used to sing now? Sweet like Fanta, yellow like pawpaw. Everybody like pawpaw. Yeah, where it's going to be sweet. So no man down, guys. No man down. No man down. No man down. No man down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, so let's do it. So you created a new sheet, and then you named your sheet. You named it sheet 1. Or rather, it's called sheet 1. And I asked you to rename it to what? To dashboard. Dashboard. Now, what I will do right now before I create my dashboard is to say, I will start all over. I mean, it will only take me 2 minutes to start all over. So pay attention. If you need me to recap one part or the other, this little recap will take you back to where you need to be. So originally we had a blank table, and what we did was to convert our table into a pivot table. How do I convert my table to pivot table? I will click inside my table that I formatted. On this formatted table, right, what I would do is to click on insert. And on clicking on insert, I have an option that says pivot table, literally pivot table. Click on pivot table, and then this Excel will start asking you questions that you don't know. Don't worry about the questions too much. It's like terms and condition. All of us, we don't read terms and condition. Shall read this one? So you click on OK. Once you click on OK, a new window pops up for you. Something strange is happening again. To the left side, you have a banner. To the right side, you have pivot table fields. What you want to do is to show your pivot table fields. You want to bring the things there to appear as pictures on the left side of your screen. So one of the examples we did was to use gender. I want to know how many gender we have in our regard. So what I asked you guys to do was to come here and then do what? You want to drag gender inside row. So I dragged gender inside row. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm now seeing 0 and 1. 0 for female, 1 for male. What should I do next? I will now drag gender inside value to say, hey, Excel, count for me. How many zeros do we have? How many ones do we have? For Excel was like, oh, see, I'm smart. You are smart, but let's see who's smarter. Excel went to go and do summation for me. I'll be like, bro, no, don't do sum for me. Do count for me. How do I fix that? I will change from sum. I will change from sum to count. And I'll click on OK. Yeah. Now I'm able to see gender on rows and count of each of the gender under values. But I'm not satisfied with just a summary or a summarized version of my table. I want to see something more interesting, like a visual, a picture, something that I can look at and understand what's going on. And I ask you guys to change from this visual From these numbers, you want to change it to what? Change it to a chart. So you click on Insert menu. Under Insert menu, you see the option that says Recommended Chart. And beside Recommended Chart, you can have wonderful charts that look wonderful. Practically, they look wonderful. You can go ahead, toggle around pie charts, donut charts, all these wonderful charts, yeah. Well, they're not really communicating what I really want them to communicate. So what do? I guess I will just have to stick with the donut chart. Somebody said it is eye-catching. I think something that is eye-catching is what every one of us wants. Now I have a donut chart that's eye-catching. And then I renamed this to, from total, I renamed it to gender distribution. All right. And I think we're doing well. We're practically doing well with what we have here. I think we're doing okay. So I went ahead to say, oh, this is nice. Why don't I go ahead and do something interesting? So I did the same thing again. And I did that one for what? For gender, racial, ethnicity. I went on again to do also for grade by what? Parental level of education. So this is where we find ourselves to be at this point. The next thing we want to do now is to create a new blank sheet where we can copy all our charts together, and we are going to call that a dashboard. And that's where we are at right now at the moment. So no man down. If you are down before, I think I just supported you like a soldier did in the army. We just brought you back up so that we can be good together. Right, so now we have a new sheet, blank completely, nothing is in it. We need to bring our charts together. What I'm going to do is go back to my visual. I will click on my chart. Once I click on it, guys, two ways. If you are here and you like shortcut is not the only way to do life, but in case you shall like shortcut, no wala. Click on your chart and do Control-C. Control-C means copy. Control-C means copy. So it's a shortcut. And once you do Control-C, you go back to your dashboard. That's the sheet we created for dashboard. And I'm going to do Control-V. Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. So you see what I just did right now. I copied from gender distribution sheet. I click on my chart. I did Control-C. I went back to my dashboard. I did Control-V. What I did right now just made a copy of my visual and brought it back into another sheet. But no wala. In case you don't mind shortcuts, let's use the proper another way. Another way is for you to click on your chart like this. You click on your mouse, you right click on your mouse. Once you right click on your mouse, you see the option that says copy. Not DJ copy. Oh, all right, not we're not doing that word again. It's not DJ copy, it's just copy. I will right click and I will click on copy. Once I click on copy, I can go back to my dashboard sheet and I will right click again and I'll click on paste. And boom. Either way now way. Shortcuts, long work. Just make sure you copy your visual to appear on your dashboard screen. All right, so I will do that one more time. Let me delete these two options that I have here. So either way you want to use, just make sure you click on your chart, Control-C to copy, go back to your dashboard, Control-V to paste. Or you can simply just right click on it and then you can click on copy. Make sure you are copying, don't cut. Copy, please don't cut. Copy, but don't cut. And then you want to paste that visual here. If I'm able to do this, what I want you guys to do for me right now, all right, is to go and do copy and paste for the remaining two visuals too. For average grade by ethnicity, I'm going to Control-C and I'm going to Control-V to paste here. For parental level, I'm going to Control-C. I'm going to paste also here like that. Now I have all the three charts together in one space. All right. Okay, so we have all the three charts together in one place. All we have to do right now is just to arrange them. Once you arrange them, you have a you have a dashboard already. It's as simple as that, guys. It's very much as simple as that. So what I'm going to do is just to arrange them side by side, right? I'm going to show you guys two ways to arrange these things. And let me just duplicate my sheet so that you can have two different things to show for it, right? The first arrangement I'm going to use is to put my donut chart on top. All right. I will now drag my average grade by, right? I will now drag my average grade by this second chart. I'm going to put it below it. All right, let me just reduce the screen a little. And I'm going to bring my third one. I'm going to bring it just beside the two of them. I'm going to make it longer. Guys, this is one way of arranging your visuals. All right, this is one way of arranging your visuals. This is one way of arranging your visuals. You can decide to just leave it like this. This is one way of arranging everything. If you like, let's use another method of arranging. What if I bring these two together like this, just side by side, and I bring the third one below them, all right, and I make the third one longer instead. Guys, I think I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think I'm liking what I'm seeing. Either win or way, guys. Whichever way you want to arrange it, just make sure you're arranging these things together. Bring the three charts together in one place. That's what we call a dashboard. When you have multiple charts, all of them interpreting the same data, all right? They might be different charts together, but they're interpreting the same chart. We call that a dashboard. That's a dashboard. That's a dashboard. So arrange it. And once you have arranged it, guys, come to the comment section and say "Hooray." Hooray. Hooray means you are celebrating yourself. Hooray means you are celebrating yourself. Hooray means you are celebrating yourself. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, now. Okay. And you just said ABC. That's the plan. That's the plan. ABC. Yeah. No man down, guys. No man down. Adijari Caleb. Aladijari Caleb. Oh, you are the best too. Yes, you are also wonderful. Yes, you're wonderful. Rita Nelson said so beautiful. Olumide Taiwo said hooray. Exactly. We're celebrating ourselves now, guys. Imagine this is your handiwork. This is what you have done by yourself. All we are just doing is to show you how to go about it. And you're doing it by yourself. Yes. Comment section, hooray. HURRAY. Celebrate yourself. You are celebrating yourself. You said don't try. You don't try. This is not small now. You don't try. Abby, you don't try now. Okay. All right. Wonderful. We're not done. Just one last thing. And after that last thing, all that is left for you guys is to, at your own leisure, change how it looks like. I mean, this, let me show you one magic. If I were to come to my visual here, and I come to view. All right. I come to page layout, sorry. Under page layout, you get to see some settings. You can adjust the sizes, the break, the print area. You could do the same thing for under view, right? Under view, you could make sure that this thing doesn't change again. If I'm under view, I can remove this grid line. So all this background that is showing will not show again. Can you see? I can remove formula bar. All these things will disappear. I don't need them again. I can remove heading. And I have more space. In fact, more space to have my visual show there. All right. So you guys can come to view. And under view, you can start moving things around just to make sure your visual look nicer. You guys can see this is neater. There's no noise. There's nothing in the background affecting my visual and all. All right. I'm going to bring them back for just for one reason, just for one more minute. And that one more minute I want to take of your time is to say that when you are creating a dashboard, you need to have a dashboard title. You need to have a dashboard title. A dashboard title is very important. A dashboard title is very, very important. Very important. So who is going to volunteer? I know females are winning already, right? So if you're a female here and you're winning, what is the best title you want to give this dashboard? You could name it Student Performance Dashboard. You could name it Student Performance Analysis. You go on and say academic analysis. You could say grade report analysis. But I want a female, right, to come in the comment section, give us a title for this visual. And the title you give us is what we name our visual. And then we are done. But celebrate yourself, guys. Celebrate yourself. You have something to show to your uncles, your families, your friends, your colleagues, your co-workers, your bosses, and tell them, boss, it's like my promotion is due. You have to promote me. Next month, see my work. Next month, promote me helper. Give me a better salary. I mean, I can do this for you now. So who's giving me the dashboard title here? All right. So now about dashboard title, what I'm going to do right now is to come to insert menu. Under insert menu, I'm going to see text box. Text box is by the top right corner. Top right. Look at top and look at your right hand. You see text box. Click on text box and you put your text box just on top of your dashboard like this. So inserting the text box on top of your visual like this. So I'm going to put inside my text box, I'm going to type student performance dashboard or analysis. That way, now way. Just type it in there. Let's make it a little bigger. All right, I'm going to bold in everything. You can go ahead and center align as you want. And then you want to move this to be going on top of your visual like this. Guys, I think we've done well. This is your dashboard tonight. I'm going to screenshot mine. And once I screenshot, I'm going to send it to our group. To our Telegram. So what I want you guys also to do for me, once you are done with this dashboard like this, make a screenshot of it. Send it to us on Telegram. Send it to your social media. Send it to your WhatsApp status, to your Twitter account, your Instagram account, your Facebook. In fact, go to LinkedIn. Send it there. But when you are sending and posting, don't forget to tag Idealnovate Africa. Just at Idealnovate. At Idealnovate on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn. We are there. Tag us, share this thing, and then we'll repost for you for richer engagement and for richer reaction. So clap for yourself again, guys. You've done well. Practically from the beginning to the end. Now your own work be this. So don't be me doing for you guys. Now you do it by yourself. So you need to applaud yourself. You need to really, really applaud yourself. You've done well. You've done really, really well. So appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself, guys. And once you're appreciating yourself, don't forget to make a screenshot. Send it to us on the Telegram page. All right. Send us on Telegram page. Send to your social media, to your LinkedIn, to your WhatsApp status, to your Twitter. Tag Idealnovate Africa there. Right. And also please wait for your what's it called? Your project submission will be sent to you on Telegram. Make sure you submit. Make sure you submit. Make sure you submit. If you don't submit, you know you are not getting a certificate. So guys, cheer up, enjoy yourself. You've done super, super, super amazing work. Screenshot this. If you don't know how to screenshot, Google how to screenshot on my laptop. Ask your neighbor to screenshot for you. If you don't know how to do any of the solution, take out your phone. Use your phone to take the picture of your laptop, but you must make sure you post it. It is a must you post it. You can post, you must post, and you will post. No man down. So let's wrap it up together, guys, by saying I can, I will, and I must. Thank you so, 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 so much. I love you guys. You guys are doing amazing. And it's been wonderful to be here with you. My name is Marvelous Alabi, and this is Idealnovate Africa, where learning is the foundation to innovation. Where you can, where you will, where you must. And a shout out to our scholarship providers, to our sponsors, to our directors, to every staff of Idealnovate for making this opportunity available for us to all enjoy and learn together. Thank you so much, guys. Do have a wonderful night rest. Good night. And while we're still here, if you're still here with me, don't forget your test. Your test is very important. If you didn't take your test, all the work you've been doing, who is it going to pay? Make sure you take your test. Make sure you take your test. The text has been sent to your Telegram, to your WhatsApp groups. All the information you need have been sent there. Don't forget to also make a post, tag Idealnovate Africa across our channel. God bless you and good night. Thank you so much, guys.